This is the Fastwrench. Thank you for joining. Here I'll be demonstrating how to identify the Elkhart URFA, the Zurn Z5000 pressure true, and the Wilson & Cousins FA valves. And I'll show you how to adjust the pressure in these valves using the Fastwrench. These valves are 2.5-inch valves found on Class 1 and Class 3 standpipe systems. Wilson & Cousins does make a 1.5-inch version of this valve, used mainly for sprinkler control. These valves are physically very similar to one another, and the adjusting process is nearly the same for all. The focus here isn't to identify the particular brand of valve, it's to identify the type of valve. These are externally adjustable valves, meaning that the adjusting mechanism is accessible from the outside of the valve. Remember to follow your department's SOPs and SOGs regarding these procedures, and be sure to use the proper PPE. The best time to identify these valves and their locations is during a pre-fire plan. The valve brand and model are regularly cast into the body of the valve, and some valves have identifying stickers, but installation can sometimes obscure these markings. These valves have a robust housing on top of the valve body instead of a short and slender stem found on a conventional valve. They will likely have a clear plastic or Lexan anti-tamper shield protecting the adjusting mechanism, which is a cylindrical brass disc with 3/8-inch holes bored into its perimeter. This disc and the heavy spring below it identify these valves as field adjustable. Further, if you look inside the valve, you'll see that the piston is smooth and not threaded like a conventional angle valve. Now let's get to operations. Once you've attached your attack package to the standpipe valve, including your nozzle, hose, and appliances, verify your flow at both the nozzle and inline pressure gauge. Ensure that your layout is as kink-free as possible. If the system is providing adequate or a surplus of pressure, you don't need to make any adjustments to the valve. Simply reduce the pressure by slowly closing the gate valve or the operating wheel until you reach your desired pressure. If you find that the pressure is insufficient, you will have to manually increase the pressure with the Fastwrench. To adjust the pressure on these valves, you'll first have to remove the anti-tamper shield. The shield on the Zurn Z5000 is made of a lightweight plastic and can be broken with the striker of the Fastwrench. Otherwise, these shields are held in place with a 5/32 hex screw or a 5/32 security hex screw, as shown here. Pull the adjusting rod from the handle of the Fastwrench and use the 5/32 security hex key to remove the screw. The shield can now be raised, lowered, or rotated depending on the manufacturer. If the shield has a slot in it, align the slot in the shield with a hole in the adjusting disc. Insert the end of the 3/8-inch stainless adjusting rod in the hole and turn the disc clockwise to increase pressure. Make quarter to half turn adjustments and reposition the rod after each adjustment. You will likely have to do this multiple times to achieve your desired pressure. Note that the construction features of the valve prevent you from making full revolutions. Do not attempt to force the rod past these stops. Remember that turning the nut clockwise increases the pressure, and that you must be flowing water with a fully open bail to set your pressure accurately. Continue adjusting until you reach the desired pressure for your attack package. When complete, replace the adjusting rod back in the handle of your Fastwrench. Once your pressure and flow are adequate, you're ready to fight fire. Be safe, be fast.